Hello, hello.
Hello.
How is hello actually in Norway?
Well, we can say it in a lot of different ways, but one way is you can say hallo, like similar, hallo,
Hello?
hallo,
Okay. Hello?
or you can say hey, that's like hi,
Hmm?
hi, hi.
Hmm?
And in where I live, we can say hallaisen. That's like a slang for hi.
Okay. I prefer hello.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
already made my choice.
That's good. That's a wise choice. The easiest thing is the best thing. That's the way
Good,
it is always. Yes.
good. Why to suppress ourselves? There are so many things around
Yes.
us
Yeah.
that oblige us to do that. So let's
Make it
choose
easy.
an easy way to some
Yes.
other things that we can. Huh?
Yeah. Absolutely. I agree. Easy does it, Peggy.
Yeah. So, how is there? How is the weather and everything in Norway?
Like you see that I'm in different surroundings. So today I'm in the
You see,
mountains. I'm so
everybody can
lucky.
see it actually.
Yes. And I'm so lucky to be like today. It's been beautiful, snowy, sunshine, and I've been skiing for 4 hours and walking across country. And it was so nice where I went actually, because they had, where I'm at, it's kind of history wise, there's been a lot of people there that worked very hard. And so this place that I walked, went skiing today, had like um, on stones, written on stones in on the trees, they had put up signs with ancient wise words
Mm-hmm.
about
Like,
about being free when you're outside, and look at the nature, look at the snow, look at the trees, hear the wind. It's all yours. It said, you are part of this. It's all yours, and you are free to enjoy it. It's kind of little things like this that makes you want to stop and reflect and think and breathe and take it in, because nature is so powerful, in the
it
way it
is
calms us very much down and make us feel that connection to where we are from nature. So it was like a little meditation I felt.
true, true.
Yeah.
And what's missing from all of Greek people right now, many of Greek people right now, it's the ability to travel. And
Mm.
okay, you can be by the nature because there is everywhere there is nature, but
Mm.
the ability to travel and to move to another
Mm.
place is
Mm.
a big theme
Mm.
here.
Mm.
So you're lucky that you are somewhere that you can move, you can travel, and you can meet all these wonderful sayings
Yes,
about nature and freedom and all this.
and I thought today that I actually took some pictures of the sign, because I thought that I'll see if I could um, maybe read it out loud to you so you understand what I'm talking about, and not only that, but also to give it to you, because it's something about sharing good things for each other, giving
Mm,
each other hope, uh, which is such an important part of life.
yeah, true.
And I have to say that we are so lucky, and it's never a day goes by without me really reflecting on how lucky we are. That we are. I'm so grateful, Peggy, and my heart goes out to you, to everyone that's living with much more restrictions. Like you've said, now you are like locked down from 6 in the afternoon to next day. Like it's really tough for you,
It
and
is.
uh, and I'm really sending you lots of love and energy, and at the same time I'm grateful, for the things that we can do, and it's a practice as well to make you open up much more to what we have that normally I think I would have taken for granted, you know,
It
because we're
is.
so busy. Yeah.
And it's like you said, very well said, that it's a practice. I mean, there are some moments that you cannot um, evaluate that you have, but it's what keeps you from bad bad feelings, you know. And I'm really glad that we do it every Sunday, because you're a person of full of energy and full of positivity. And every day we meet, before or during or after, it's a big fest for me. You know,
Yes. Yeah.
it's an interaction of energy and joy and creating and all of these wonderful feelings that are opposite to the lack of hope that we are discussing tonight. Let's say good evening to Lakis from Cyprus. Hello, Lakis. To
Good
Panagiotis.
evening.
Lucky is so suitable with my name. Lakis. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And Michalis Samolis is with us tonight. Hello,
Oh, there I,
Michalis.
yeah. Hello, everyone.
Can you see the
Yes,
messages?
now I can see it. I can see
Okay, great.
Lucky, yes. I love it. Hello,
Mary
Marie.
also with us. Hello,
Yeah.
hello, girl.
Yeah.
So tonight theme is hope and how powerful that energy is, and how can we transform hope to change or to innovation. It's a really powerful word, and okay.
And I think you so touched on this, that it's a big energy, and I think that is so important to clarify that hope is this energy of life force, of possibilities, of little sparkles of things will happen. I don't know when, but they will. It's like stars on the sky, you know. And that transformed very much, at least for me personally, to this aspiration that, okay, it might not be as good right now, but it will be. It will be. I don't know when, but I know it will be. And I know it, you know. And this is so, to me, hope is really the fundament of being alive, having faith in whatever goes on, and having the calmness of knowing without knowing, you know. That sounds good.
I know.
That sounds almost like a joke, but it's something about that you could sort of cling on to hope. And I think it's so powerful that without hope, you kind of, in a way, we will die and feel a bit of this emptiness, nothing
Drained.
to, yeah, drained of energy, lack of humor, lack of positivity. And so hope is really felt. You need to feel it in your body, and that's why you so good said that it's this energy that you feel.
It is an energy, and it's a strong
Mm.
energy. But let me clarify the difference between optimism and hope, because there are two totally different things. Optimism is like believing that everything will pass and everything will be better, and that's okay. But hope is knowing that things will change. Let's
Yeah.
take some actions, or let's create the path of our thought towards the way of something to change, not just waiting and saying that everything will pass. Of course, everything passes, nothing stays the same. But
No.
it's a totally different perspective, optimism and hope. Do you agree?
Absolutely. And I think you you clarify it really well there when you say that hope is something that you in your heart know, you know it will happen, while optimism is kind of like a quick fix in a way. You know, it's something that you think that, yeah, okay, be optimistic, look at the bright side of life, and yeah, it passes. But the hope is really much more, you know, felt in your body, this energy that clings to you like a powerful kind of rock, a solid rock that kind of keeps you calm, because you know, in your heart, you know.
Yeah, and it gives you the motive to go to actions in order to create all these things that you have in mind. Positivity is just saying that okay, everything will go on right, and to look at the bright side of life is not bad. Of course, it's not bad, but
No.
all this you have to do something in order to create to see the bright side of life. If you don't do anything, you will not see it.
But I also like,
Good evening, Christina.
good evening.
Another beautiful girl. Yeah.
It's something about that I like about hope, because it's even if you don't do actions, the hope can be still very powerful. And I want to use an example personally from myself. When I had been single for many, many years, and of course, at some point, I thought, well,
You've been single for many, many
yes,
years. I
yes,
cannot believe it. I
and
cannot believe
it was a fun time.
I cannot believe it.
Yeah. No, but you know what? I kind of, I of course sometimes I lost hope. I lost hope because I thought, you know, this wouldn't happen. And
Yeah.
then I actually decided, okay, Katrina, never ever lose the hope. Have the hope, and that's when things changed. And I had the hope, and I wasn't out looking, but I had the hope that I knew, like what you said, the difference. I knew in my heart that this will happen. I don't know when, what day, what year, what month, whatever, or who it is even, but I knew it. You know, I knew it. And that's how powerful hope is, that even if you don't do any actions, you have this power of hope that you can be calm, because in your heart you know things will
Change.
happen, or things will change. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, it's something in between the bliss and the fear.
Yeah.
It's in between, and there is a very thin line between these two. And like you said in the beginning, somebody has to exercise it in order to be able and feel it, because there comes moments that you cannot feel it, you don't see it, and it's a so valuable companion in our life that if we don't have it, or if we have it and we lose it, there's a space in us.
And that's I kind of, when you say that there's a space when we lose it, that's like this emptiness of,
Yeah.
you know, when you wash your clothing in this washing machine and it goes like this. And it's a little bit like that, you know, a big empty space that is make you uneasy because you have lost your rock solid hope of things will be okay, you know.
Yeah.
And it's about also, when you think of this situation we have been in now almost 12 months, the whole world with the virus. If we didn't think and had the hope for the vaccination, for better things coming our way, for maybe humanity to change, for me to change, for you to change, for us to create something that is much more deeper meaning or purpose for humanity,
Mm-hmm.
things would be, it could be a war from it, you know, if we all lost hope.
Yeah.
So hope is also very much connecting, so powerful, it can take the whole humanity further to where we are. Even if we are in crisis, we still have hope, I think.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. And it's also a way to give courage to yourself and to give courage to others also, because sharing your story with somebody else may bring hope to the other one, because nobody is alone. We are a community, and the sharing of our stories creates that hope in some moments that some people are not able to have it on their own. And
Yeah.
it's normal and it's human.
Yes.
Hmm?
And I love that you say this, Peggy, because this is what one of my most important things in life is, and that is to move from the ego to the other person, to you, to us, you know, because this really doesn't have to do about one person being the best, because no one is the best. We are all the best because we are unique.
Yeah,
And if you
sure.
can give me hope and I get inspired from you and your story and your courage,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you kind of light up me so I can light up others. So this is this fantastic example that you are saying here with how you can encourage others and give hope to someone that are in a place where it's really dark and difficult to find it, because that's part of life as well.
Exactly, exactly. And also, having hope creates a field of flexibility. Let's say, if you hope, you can find alternatives. You can find ways because you have a hope, and you know that this deep inside, you know that this will come true. So let's find another way. Let's find another alternative, and in a way, it creates a field of flexibility in my mind. Like I'm
Yeah,
thinking it right now. You know?
yeah, absolutely. And it also creates the creativity, you
Yeah,
know, to
yeah,
be more, okay, what, how can I do this differently? Because you're kind of forced out of your comfort zone, maybe out
yeah,
where you haven't been before, where you kind of get fresh energy from looking for something new, because you have this hope driving you as a big motivation and powerful force.
mm-hmm,
And
mm-hmm.
that's where it comes in with this innovation of how we can innovate, because we kind of break up the boxes that we have,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
and
yeah,
we
yeah,
say, this box here, throw it away, you know, I don't know, want more square boxes. I want sunshine, I want colors, I want
yeah,
different things that are new.
yeah, yeah,
So hope is really not just to hope things get better, but to hope that you can really accomplish something great with others, and make it spark you into something new that you would never think of before, which is learning and development and connections and good feelings as well, I guess.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And what I've also thought, because I really exercised my hope during this weekend, like we said before.
Yeah.
It was a hard weekend actually, but and what I was thinking is the importance of believing in a superior power, something over you and beyond you, whatever it is. Is it Buddha? Is it Christ? Is it whatever? I don't name it, but it's really very important to believe that something else is beyond your existence and over you. And I'm definitely sure that there is a plan for all this. So if you stop resisting and just listening and noticing everything that goes around, there is a chance of hoping to something different, because you cannot control everything. Okay, as a human, you cannot control everything. And where hope begins is that when you are certain that something else is going on and there is something beyond you, and then most probably you get the power of hoping to something
Yeah.
different.
And I like what you say, like if it's religion or if it's whatever we believe in, you know, there
Whatever.
are so many different ways to roam, as they say. But I think, especially when we feel weak, that we are drained or maybe in a dark place in our life, I think then maybe religion can be a big hope of support. You know, like this anchor. I
It's an
kind of
anchor.
I kind of visualize like a boat on the Greek Ocean, of course, close to one beautiful beach of your
Of course.
beaches. I'm dreaming, I'm pretending I'm on holidays now in Greece. And you know, you find this perfect island and you let this anchor out, and that's it. That's where the boat is going to be. It's going to be a bit back and forth with the waves and the water, but it's going to be anchored there with the hope. And that is, even if it's religion or whatever, but it's kind of, the hope is so powerful that they can move you a little bit, but it's still going to be there all the time for you. And at least I see very many people with that struggle. They, when they are in dark places, they tend to go for something of, you say, of a higher force in a way, something that is beyond them, religion, something they can believe in, because the believing creates hope. So I think it starts with believing it will change for this and that, or believing this and that will come true, and then hope develop from the believing.
And imagine that even if even when, and I wish I was in Norway for vacation right now. Me too, Michalis. Me
Yeah,
too,
there you go.
honestly. Let's go together. Let's travel there together.
You are welcome. You are welcome.
As soon as we are able to do it, wait for us.
Yeah, just don't ever lose hope, you know. You will come.
Exactly, exactly. And what I was thinking is that even when we have certain plans, okay, and we have a strategy to fulfill our plans, there come some moment that something will go wrong, something will not go according to our plans, you know, and there in this moment also hope brings great result, because you know that it will change. Huh?
And I think also when you were talking now, I was just reflecting about, you know, when people, there are different ways of using the word hope.
Yeah, of course.
So if you kind of just hope that things will be okay, or I hope that this and that will happen, you know, without direction, then you are kind of, if you don't direct it with strategies or actions towards something, a lot of times it wouldn't happen if you just hope that this will be a better day and I don't do anything. I'll
Yeah,
wake
because
up
you're in the middle
feeling
of the ocean, into the example that you said
yeah,
before, you're in the
yes,
middle of the ocean and you don't have any plans. So you go wherever the ocean takes you.
takes you. Yeah.
That's not hope, though.
No, but it's kind of, we used it. I don't know how it is in Greece, but in Norway we use that. I hope blah blah blah, or I hope this and that. But when you think of it the way we now talk about hope as so powerful energy and force, it's kind of a misuse of the word, if you understand. You know,
True.
it's because if I just hope it can happen or it cannot happen. You know, it's like 50-50 or 70-30.
Exactly. So maybe we can use, not maybe, I'm thinking now that we can use hope as a vehicle to achieve what we want, not just expecting for everything to happen, but use it
Yes.
as a vehicle in order to go towards where we really want to go.
And it could be like you say, a vehicle, a car. It could be the car that takes you this and that, and if you go to that route, maybe you have to change, but you know at least that you can use it to go somewhere. And also that hope is so it gives you power, it gives you energy, because you have this foundation that things will be okay. And I don't have to go crazy and have this perfect plan and strategy right now, because it will come, you know. So it's also this anchor then that gives you this powerful calmness and vehicle, like you so greatly put it. That was a nice metaphor.
And you can also surpass the obstacles that will come in between, because like what I posted today, obstacles is not for us. Obstacles, my life is full of obstacles, and that's the way it is. Nobody can say differently. Okay, so having hope, the moment that the obstacle arises, you can face it and you can surpass it and move forward. It gives you strength. It's an inner power, actually. Hope is an inner power. It's a mind. It's in your mind.
Yeah, and it's in your mind, and then it travels to your heart, and that's where it anchors you, you know, and gives you this power and motivation and energy. And I think it's so important that you say exactly this, that hope is not only I hope it will be sunshine tomorrow or rain tomorrow, whatever, but that you really, that we human beings realize it's so powerful. It can actually take us to the next level. It can, you know, spin us out of dark places and give us this power to take action and learn and drive that car or drive that bus or sports car or whatever, you know, this vehicle that you talk about.
Yeah.
So
Hello,
because
Christiana from Mykonos. Christiana.
Mykonos. I am on
You know
holidays in Greece.
Mykonos? Of course you
Only
know Mykonos.
no, I haven't been to Mykonos. I have been to Rhodes. Rhodes? Is it
Yeah,
called Rhodes?
yeah.
And I've been to Crete with you.
Okay, yeah, that I know. I was there
But
too.
my aunt, she used to travel a lot to Mykonos. She has talked about she loves Mykonos.
So this
But right
summer
now,
you will come here and I will get you to Mykonos.
to many
Oh,
places.
oh.
I already feel I'm there with you guys. And you're so lucky. You have a beautiful, beautiful country.
We do have a
Yeah.
beautiful.
Oh,
That's
fantastic.
true.
Absolutely.
That's true. And it's very important to remember it during these hard times. And right now, Michalis Samolis is with us, and you know Michalis. It's a mutual. He's a mutual friend.
Yes.
And Michalis
Hello,
has been
Mihalis.
through a lot of difficulties in life. And I believe, and he may say it also, that if he didn't have hope and if he had lost his hope, his life would be totally different right now, because Michalis, through very difficult situations, managed to not only to survive, but to show people another face of life. And you've seen the interview that I've sent you, and right now he's teaching. He's a homeless guy, okay, and he has found a way under the infrastructures of the Greek government and the Greek community generally to be safe in a place that he can live, he can eat, and he can have water, basic needs of human being, okay. And he has managed beyond all this to teach the meaning of life and the meaning of hope to children, to adults, and to all of us, because he is a lesson. He's a life lesson to all of us. Hope is what keeps me alive. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And
That's what keeps him alive for many years now. It's not only some months, okay, it's been years.
exactly. And I think, first of all, of course, that story is really, really powerful, Michalis. And in Norway, we say that we take off the hat for you, even if I don't have a hat. It's about respect, and it's about admiration, not to envy, but admiration for having such a big heart, and forced to want to live, and then to pass the lesson further to other people in this community. So you are a really fantastic example that how important hope is. Hope is really a life force, you know. This is what keeps you and me and everyone alive. And it's not only to be alive, but hope sparks the enthusiasm. It sparks the energy, you know, that you feel that you also can have joy.
Yeah.
You know, so hope is so powerful. And I don't know if you might notice, but this story is really, for me, I feel it in my heart, and I think it's such a fantastic act to do, and not only to do, but to be, to live like I portray to see you. So Efaristo.
Ευχαριστώ also, Katrinaki. Ευχαριστώ also. That interaction is a food, a weekly food. You know, because it's really powerful to come in contact with people who have a vision, who have hope, and who are positively intended to life. Due to all these things that happen, most of the people are really miserable and disappointed and hopeless, and that's okay. I can fully understand that feeling, but it's really important for between each other to support each other, actually. And in the weak moment, in your weak moments, I will be there to support you and to give you another perspective. In my weak moments, I can call you and Katrine, I'm not okay, and you can tell me something that will change my inner situation, my physiology, my psychology, everything. And that matters, actually, because it's hard. This period is really hard. What matters is to be able and have people around you that can support you, and you can support them in their need, in their bad moment.
Yes, absolutely. And I love that how you say this, and it reminds me about what you said earlier about having this control. because it's kind of strange that human beings want to have control. In a way, it's kind of strange because life is where you have least control. You can have control over your car when you are driving, you know, then you can have control unless you are not paying attention, you know. But you cannot have control of things in life, you know, what happens tomorrow. You go outside, you know, whatever, you know, it's out of our control. So I think it's, if we let go of control, it might be easier to take in hope as well, you know, because hope is something that is not part of controlling. It's just an energy that gives you life force, gives you the reason to want to live, gives you the willpower, and sparks your creativity to you know, pull up your sleeves
and do
get to
things.
work. Yes, like you do in the kitchen, make this Greek salad or this souvlaki, or
Me in the kitchen, never.
no, not
Bring
you,
somebody
but
else as an example.
yeah,
Not,
someone else. But you know, like to, okay, now I'm gonna
yeah.
have 20 people for dinner. I have to work to make this. You
Mm.
know, so it's something that sparks action as well as inaction, of just having this patience, of calmness to, okay, I'm not there yet. I don't need to control it because I know it will happen. And sometimes, I think a lot of times in life, Peggy, things kind of happen for a reason.
Of course,
It's this
always
comes in
happen
and this
for
comes
a
in,
reason.
and but it's not always easy to see. But when you look back in the mirror or in the history of what you have done,
Yes. Mm.
it's life. Hello?
Okay. Now I
Yeah,
can hear
yeah,
you.
yeah. Yes. So it's something about when we leave control and we give more room for hope. And hope is like, I guess hope it has a little bit similar quality to love. You know, it's kind of like this similar quality that doesn't need control. You know, it's just
Mm.
there.
I love what you said right now. Yeah.
Mm,
I
mm,
haven't thought of it like that, but it is. Yeah. There's a
mm,
great
mm,
similarity.
mm,
And like when you love or you express love, it spread
mm,
all around. The same things happen with hope. Huh?
mm,
If you feel hopeless, call somebody that can bring your hope back again,
mm, mm,
and be available to. I'm thinking now that the reason for the phenomenon that people don't contact really with each other is the fear of feeling or showing vulnerable. And it's
mm,
okay to be vulnerable. Uh, the one that you will call will understand it and will support
mm,
you and will give you possibly the hope that is missing you the specific moment, not for the
mm,
whole year. I don't
mm.
I don't say that
No.
if you're a pessimist all the year that
Mm,
somebody is there to support you, but
no.
there comes moment that everybody is feeling like that. So call
Mm,
somebody else, and
mm,
uh,
mm,
he or she will be able to give you the
mm.
moment, the support that you want. And yes, be vulnerable. It's okay.
Yeah.
We are human.
Yeah, and I think that is it's really important because it's I think it's when we dare to be vulnerable and to show our so-called weaknesses. You know, I don't like the word weakness as we have talked
Yeah, it's
about before,
okay.
or negative, but it's sort of it's about showing who you are actually. And just imagine, I'm just thinking now, when you have felt hopeless, or I have felt hopeless at times in my life, just luckily, just little moments that have passed because I have either got the hope from someone else that you said, that someone could lift me, so move me out of the hopelessness into the spark of hope.
Exactly.
This little, it's like this fire, you know, like we talk about. It starts with this spark, and then it just grows from there. And it's so, you know, it's so good to have someone that will lift you out of your darkness and just give you that hope. And that's how powerful it's like this little seed. Once it's planted within you, it's there. And it will grow, you know, it will grow and it will expand. And at least I believe also it makes us calmer as people. We are not stressed. We don't need to control. We don't have to kind of fix things all the time. We can be also calm with, I have the hope. I have the hope, and that gives me spark, energy, creativity to move on. Yeah, to move on.
And you know, it's also a matter of communication, as I think right now. I mean, if you are available to communicate with others, then you are ready to feel vulnerable and express whatever is going on right the specific moment. And that gives hints for communication also. It's really important to understand that nobody is all the time whoo yoo and happy and smiling. Of course not, of course not. And some of these moments are really hard. So if you are prepared to show your vulnerability and to call somebody that you know that he or she will be able to listen, first of all, to listen, not to give advice, just to listen, and feel free to express everything that it's in your heart, in your mind, in your body, whatever. Then things get easier all of a sudden.
And you touch on something very yes, and you touch on something very important, and it starts with me, you. It starts with ourselves.
Exactly.
To be open for communication, to dare to put your heart out there, to be vulnerable, and to say that you need something from someone, you know, like, I'm down, can you not fix me? But and it also creates this, like we talk about, the breaking the barriers and building these bridges. And it's about also this, when we break the barriers to be open and to show who we are, be true to ourselves, we also connect these bridges because we get other people, we allow other people to help us, to give us hope. And that's part of it, you know. You can help me, but if I don't allow you in, you can't help me.
Of course.
You know, you can't give me hope if I don't say, you know, here is the door, I open it for you, please come in. So I think when we talk about hope, and back to this world situation that we are in, and we are not going to talk about for or against vaccination, that's a totally different discussion, but it's something about that vaccination is created by hope, you know. It's sort of created by the hope that this will not only pass, but we will fight it. It's an energy there, it's a motivation, and it's an openness to collaborate with people across nations, cultures, religions, languages, lots of barriers that have been broken down to build these bridges to now we have a vaccination only 12 months after, you know. It's really an incredible effort when you think of it in that perspective, and that but the point of the example is that it's all created by hope, and it's for change, for innovation, for motivation, for creation, for building bridges, for breaking barriers. So hope is really, like Michalis and we are talking about, it's the reason to live.
Yeah. No, the reason to live and the way to live a happy life.
Yes.
You are happier with the hope. Without the hope, actually, I don't think that. No, actually, I think that there is no life without hope. Now
that's
that
what
I'm
I mean. Yes, because there is no life if you don't have the good feeling or the sparks that hope can create.
True.
And when you have hope, that's when you get love, that's when you get joy, that's when you open up to all these other good feelings that make this life on earth the best thing that ever happened to us. You know, we are so lucky to be alive. And then we have this hope that we, instead of just thinking that, oh, I hope it's not going to rain tomorrow, I hope it's not going to be a World War III, you know, but I have hope that even if I would like to have this to happen to me now, I know it will happen. In 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, I don't know. But I know on my journey in life, it will happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that is so powerful, Pegula. You know, it's something that, at least for me, it kind of lifts big stones from my shoulders, you know?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
it propels me into some fireworks of anything is possible mentality. Yes.
Yeah. And
So yeah.
today I was I was a little bit down. Anyway, it happens, and I was thinking that okay, it's not something that will last forever. It's something that will end. Okay, so let's think about what are we going to do after all this thing ends. And I've started dreaming and making plans, and also recalling happy moments and moments of calmness that have existed in my life, and that's an antidote also in days or moments of hopelessness. Let's recall some moments that can bring us the feelings and give us hope that there will be some more, you know.
You know, hope is it's I love that when we talk about this, things kind of pop up and ideas just come, and this is why I think it's so fantastic to communicate together with people, you know, more people, because then we can create, then we can kind of excel in humanity, and that's not only hope, but it's also for me a life purpose of how we can together create something that is good for everyone. And hope is really something that should be part of the school. It should be part of how people learn what hope is, you know. And it shouldn't be used ever about the weather again, you know, because it really doesn't have anything to do with simple things like the weather, you know. It really is so much more powerful. So when we use it towards simple things, we kind of take the main essence of hope away, you know, because it really is not only life-changing and innovation and change, but it's the reason to live. And I don't know, I think that's like Michalis also said, you know, I think this is so, at the end of the day, a life without hope is not a life. What do you agree?
Of course, I agree.
Yeah,
100%, 150%. A
because
life
also
without
like
hope is not
yeah.
a life. It's so well said. So well said.
And I remember, you know, we all have our stories, ups and downs, and I've been down in the darkness as well. And I remember, I think it's very good and wise what you're saying, Peggy, with when you are down and when you think of times in your life you have been down, what did you do? And what made you change? And how did hope help you? You know? Because I think everyone will then realize that, what took me, you know, to out of it.
Out of that, yeah.
And I think always it will be hope, no
It
matter
is.
what. It's always kind of linked to how powerful hope is.
Yeah, yeah. Elias from Holland. We have somebody from Holland also. Elias is a very good friend.
Ah,
Very good friend. Inspirational talk. Yes, Elias.
thank you.
And
Yeah.
let's say that the theme for hope came from the people that are watching us, either now or they watch our videos after we finish. And we also propose and we call all our friends who are with us or who see us afterwards to send us things and themes that would love to hear about, to discuss, we love to receive messages on interesting themes that come around, you know, and be here in order to give some ideas, some different perspectives. And people are writing us, and you know, it's a great interaction, all this, because finally that technology joined us, and due
Yes.
to coronavirus we are as joined as we want, actually, and as we allow to be.
Is it now I should say Etsy?
Etsy! Etsy! You are so good. You become until the summer that you will come here and I will hug you because I will, no matter
Oh,
the corona or not.
yeah, no, yeah, good.
You will be expert in Greek
Yes.
language. You're so
At least
lovely.
I love to learn, and I love languages, and one important thing why I love languages is because I love to get to know people more than talk about the weather and the food, you know. It's
I
something
know.
about that, and it's also beautiful language, I have to say. It's you're also lucky with the language, Pegula.
You are, Katrina Kimu, you are more Greek than you ever can imagine, because your temper, your energy, your laugh,
Yeah.
your smile, your gestures, your everything is so much Greek. And you have seen it, you have experienced it.
Yeah, but so you're adopting me now.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah, this is
Happily,
wonderful.
happily
Yeah.
adopting you.
Yes, I say thank you. Yes, yes. No, it's something about uh, what you said, that what connected us was, of course, we met first in 2019, and now almost 1.5 years later, we did this because of coronavirus, and think about it, how lucky we are that we are able to sit here and see each other on
Of
screen.
course,
We are
of
not
course.
together. We're not you know, watching the sunset or sitting in a busy street of some city or whatever we will do. But still, we can do this, and that is fantastic. And that gives me hope that, you know, you can create so many things even despite of this crisis. You know, like I would like to say, maybe we should just put that crisis aside and look up on all these little hopeful things and people and actions around us that can inspire us to give even more hope to what we all can do to make really the world a better place. And that's I guess that's what it's all about, where we can all have hope, no matter where we are, who we are, and what we believe in, you know. So thank you so much for doing this together with me, and I would thank everyone watching as well. And it's like Peggy says, that you know, we are really interested in getting themes from you guys. What you have in mind, or maybe something is difficult or struggle, or and also in the comments, you know, if you have questions or anything that you wonder about it, we would be glad to discuss it, wouldn't we, Peggy?
Of course.
And we need it as well, you know, we all need each other to get inspiration and hope and ignite that little spark that every one of us have.
Yeah, true. Mary says that hope is the most important word nowadays. What a beautiful conversation. Yeah, it is an important word. And Julie from Thessaloniki is with us. Hello, Julie.
Hello, Thessaloniki. That's such a beautiful word.
Yeah.
You know what? I have been on a holidays now for almost 1 hour here with you guys in from Greece. So thank you so much. Really, I'm not joking. I feel like that as well. So imagine how powerful also this mind is by traveling, even if we are not able to. So great.
We are traveling with our mind and with our soul, actually, because what we do here, it's not only, first of all, this the today alive was not prepared at all. It just happened. Okay, you are on holidays and you enjoy your time, you enjoy your days, and we did nothing at all. It just happened. And it's so nice when the connection between two people brings these results, and without talking, without just connect with the mind. Huh?
Yes, and I think, you know, at least I have to say, and I don't know about you, Peggy, but very few, and that means in Norway we have a lot of irony. So very few means zero, like zero of my conversations are ever planned. You know, they are never planned. And because we human beings, we need to interact on the spot. Here I am, there you are, then this comes in, that something else comes in, and we create together from there. And I think that's where we can kind of also give each other hope, that we don't need to know before we meet, because we create it as we go along. And that's also hopeful, isn't it?
It is. That's true. Hello, Vasilis. Yeah, it's true. And I'm feeling really grateful for that, because it's something that's going on so without any worry, without any thought. It just goes on, and the conversation is so smooth, and the ideas are the one comes after the other, and the people who are here are so great, and they are sending us comments and ideas, and I feel grateful after a terrible weekend.
That's good.
Difficult weekend. Right now, I'm so happy and I'm so hopeful, and that's great.
Yeah, me too. And this is such it's so powerful to see how easily we can move. We can move from one state of mind and heart to a different one.
Yes.
You know, and also not only we do it ourselves, because sometimes that's very hard. We can say, come on, push yourself, but sometimes it's hard. We have to admit it's sometimes hard or maybe impossible. So that's when this is also such a good reflection of how we need each other and how we can support each other and kind of be there for one another, just like by being equal.
Yeah.
And I guess that's one part that I really, really appreciate, you know, with everyone, that we can show up and we all have gifts. We all make the world, I think, a better place. Absolutely. It's and that gives me hope. It gives me hope for a better future.
It gives me hope also. And I really feel so much greatness in life. And we breathe, we move our body, okay? So we have all the capacity to be grateful and to create and to feel hope, because there are a lot of things outside there that there are difficult situations. So whenever we feel down, let's find somebody like Katrine to call and lift us up.
Like you. Yeah. Or somebody like you or someone else out there, you know. It's about that, you know, also to give a shout out to people around us. I think that's important, like you say, you know. Don't sit on your own and be miserable, you know. Ring someone and have a laugh. Only to laugh, it's just fantastic, you know. It's like a shot of endorphins for free. And if we're going to say anything about the situation that we live in still, I think to focus on what you said, like what is good in your life right now, what are we grateful about, and maybe discover something new. Maybe you have some and I'm positively that you have some hidden talent somewhere that you haven't explored maybe until this day, and you know, maybe do something to explore other sides of yourself. And you never know where the spark of hope can take you.
That can happen only when you feel the hope inside you. If you don't feel, you cannot see anything. Do you agree?
No. Yeah, I agree. But you can
There is
also,
no
if you
shine.
don't.
There's no shine without hope. There's no
No, that
life,
is
like
right.
you said.
No. Yeah.
No life without hope.
But I think if you don't have the hope, you can kind of find what you're appreciative about right now
Yeah,
and
true.
leave this situation be, you know, because to have focus on everything that is so bad, you know, attention goes where we have our mind.
Yeah. True.
So it's something about when we appreciate things, we also create this hope, you know.
Yeah.
And it's a life force. This one life should be a great one.
Julie says, hope to have both of you to Olympus. You remember the
Yes,
mountain? Olympus?
yeah, Olympus. Yes, Olympus.
Olympus, yeah. A lot of
Oh
people
yeah.
are expecting you this summer here, Katrine. So
Well,
make it happen. That's
yes,
what
I
I'm
will
saying.
make it. I will make it happen. At least I have big fiery hope inside that I will go.
Big hope inside.
Yes, big hope inside, big fire of hope.
So it's been an hour. We would like to thank you, all of you, for being here with us, and all of you that will watch us afterwards. We are expecting your messages for the themes that you would like to bring on the surface. And we just send you a lot of hope for every day and every moment in your life, because hope is life.
Hope is life. Thank you so much. It's been wonderful to be with you all. And honestly, I feel the energy and your hope coming through. So thank you. Efaristo i Kalinirta.
God kväll.
God kväll. Love it. God kväll.
Have a nice week and have a nice month, all of you.
Yes,
March
same
is
to you.
beginning tomorrow. It's another month.
Yes, of course.
And
it's
feel
the first.
hope.
Yeah, feel hope and have, the first day of spring starts 1st of March. So that's fantastic.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
All right,
Goodbye,
everyone. See you.
Akimo.
Thank you so much. See you.
Bye-bye. See you.
Bye.